Hi, I'm Lisa. I'm the Ukulele Fool, and this is Kirk Jones here. We're at the Brown County Ukulele Festival in Nashville, Indiana, and he has some really awesome ukulele superpowers that he's going to share with you. So tell us about those superpowers, Kirk.
Okay, cool. So when I was thinking about what my ukulele superpowers may be, the only things I can come up with are things that I believe all of you have, but maybe you're hesitant to use. One of them is I try to engage people who might be sitting on the outside of a uke jam or a workshop, people afraid to ask questions about something, or how do you do this, or I don't know how to do that, so I'm just going to sit out and do nothing. I try to engage them and say, hey, my name's Kirk, where are you from, how long you been playing, figure out where they are on their ukulele journey. Can you play a C, can you play an F, can you play a G, how about an E minor, that's maybe the next step, or a D minor, do you know how to play an E, and just find out where they are and see if I can help them move forward in whatever they're trying to do that they're not doing because they're hesitant. Another thing that I like doing is setting up events or opportunities for people to either do open mic or group strum or maybe a house jam, stuff like that. I love setting those things up. In Huntsville, we have workshops every once in a while at a local music store, the Fret Shop in Huntsville, and we get different artists who are traveling through to come teach us new things, hopefully, and then they do a performance, and then we go next door and we do a group jam, and I encourage everybody to bring their own music to share with everybody, so it's not like, hey, let's go jam what Kirk wants to do. Everybody is involved, and I don't even get involved if I don't have to. Everybody brings their own music. If they want to lead it, that's great. If they don't want to lead it, then I lead it with them. So it's not like, hey, Kirk's doing this. We're doing this together. We're all having fun together, and that's really worked out well.
That's great advice for me, too. That's wonderful.
People seem to, like, once they've done it once, like, I don't know about this song, it's not very good, and this, that, and the other. And then they see everybody's having a great time. They're like, wow. And the next time they bring 3 songs or 5 songs, and it works out that way. I don't know. What else?
Well, most of us are. I know I'm not a professional ukulele player. Do you have a day job?
Okay, so I am not a professional ukulele player. I do not call myself a musician. I usually call myself a funzician. Hopefully, I play just well enough to where we can have fun. Not me have fun, but we can have fun. So even if you're not playing something, hopefully you're going to start singing with me or clapping, whether it's with, I play solo, but I'm also in a band called the Shady Jays Band with 2 retired gentlemen. And we play at nursing homes, group homes, breweries, restaurants, St. Jude's, hospice, everywhere. And we're an audience participation band.
Wow, that's a superpower in my book.
Right, so we love doing that, and we go out of our way to make sure we're playing songs that people are going to be engaged with. And sometimes we let them come up front and sing with us, or play on the bongos if they know how to do that, and if there's kids, they come up and sing Yellow Submarine or Lion Sleeps Tonight. I'm also have a daytime uke group with a bunch of people in Huntsville area, and we do the same thing. We go to nursing homes and group homes and stuff. We've been doing it less than a year, so we're still branching out and figuring it all out. So I'm a stay-at-home dad, so that's why I have time to do all that stuff.
Another superpower.
Yeah, another superpower, stay-at-home dad. So I just volunteer. That's what I love to do. So I also have a therapy dog, and we go to a dementia ward, and we also go to a physical rehab place once a week each. And she works her magic. They don't care about me. They don't know what my name is. There's like, oh, there's Olive, my dog's name, and I'm invisible once they see her. And I used to volunteer on the PTA at my son's school, and also used to volunteer as assistant den leader of his Cub Scouts, and so eventually I'm going back to work. So right now I'm just trying to volunteer as much as possible, and it seems like music is the thing that's most rewarding. You see people's reactions almost immediately once you start playing. So
yeah. So why the ukulele? Why?
I think for ukulele, probably you already know this. It's so accessible. people are hesitant. Oh, I'm not a musician. I don't know how to play anything. And you're like, all right, put your finger here, strum here. You just played your first chord. What? You know, it's so, and then you move on to the A minor and F. You guys already know all that, but it's so accessible that, you know, people are like, oh, okay, I can do that. That's cool. And then the other thing is that usually when somebody sees me with the ukulele, there's not a high expectation of musicianship. And I know that's, you know, not correct. There's lots of awesome musicians who play ukulele, but the expectation from the general public is not going to be like, wow, I can't wait to see what he does with his ukulele. They're kind of like, wow, I can't wait to see what he's going to do with his ukulele. Like, I don't know what's going to happen here.
Right.
And then usually when I start playing, you know, different songs depending on where I am, they're like, wow, I didn't think you'd play that, you know. And, you know, sometimes it is exactly what they think a ukulele would be, but once I played a couple of songs, just like, wow, so I didn't know you could play the Eagles on a ukulele. It's like, you can play anything on anything, you just have to learn it. Yeah, so that's why ukulele for me anyways. And I do play guitar, and I have a little kid steel drum and kazoo and bongos and just...
That's right, you and I have steel drum in common.
Right, exactly,
yeah.
exactly. So I do a lot extra, but this is my main instrument. I used to just play guitar, and then before my son was born, my wife, not me, my wife bought him a little soprano orange ukulele. It's like, this is going to be so cute. And I was like, yeah, it's going to be so cute. And then I was like, well, I might as well learn how to play it, right? So I just started messing around. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so much easier. So I started doing things on ukulele that I could never do on guitar. And it helps me because I'm a singer, and I use the guitar, but now the ukulele as a vehicle to help me sing. Because most people, you don't walk into a room and just start singing, and then because people are like, what's going on? But if you walk in with a ukulele and you start strumming and singing, everyone's like, wow, that's cool. Hopefully, depending on how good it is. But so it was an accident. It wasn't like, oh, I'm going to start playing ukulele. This is going to be great. It just, my wife bought one. It was her choice. She's not a musician at all. And I was like, yeah, okay, I'll give it a shot. And then slowly I started meeting people who play ukulele near me, and they're like, oh yeah, we get together, we have a big group. And I'm like, really? And they're like, yeah, we meet twice a month and we do this. And, really? So I would show up, and then we, you know, as you guys know, you learn all these songs, you meet all these people, and most of them are cool, so they're like, cool. And then you just start meeting other people, and you find out about festivals, and like, there's festivals? And it's been awesome. So I think I've been doing it about 9 years, and it's been great. So, and here we are.
Well, my life is richer for knowing you, Kirk, and thank you so much for taking the time to share this. This is definitely, it's what the ukulele community is about.
Yep. Well, thanks for doing the interviews with everybody. This is awesome. I can't wait to see everybody else's.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
I hope you found this Ukulele Superheroes interview inspiring. Please consider supporting me on Patreon. I always have a philanthropic endeavor as part of my Patreon efforts. You can see my current goal and maybe consider contributing to that. Thank you so much.